A man without direction is like a blind man in a noisy world. Everything evokes fear. Imagine you were standing on the road and your eyes were blind. The cars passing will make you afraid. You will be flooded with anxiety, fear, and confusion. And so the reason you find many believers is because the noise of the world is overwhelming them, because they don't have strategic direction. And so when a man begins to pray, God separates everything and brings clarity to him. So he knows what to do, when to do it. The Bible said it's not given to man that walketh to order his step. The only time a man is permitted to walk is when he starts receiving direction. Signals must come from heaven. I tell people, if you are in the wrong direction, speed is not an advantage. The only time speed becomes an advantage is when direction comes. And so many persons with great potentials are dislocated from their destinies because they don't have direction and they will never pray. In Jeremiah 33 verse 3, he said, call upon me and I will answer. And he said, when I'm done answering you, I will now bring my dimension. He said, I will show you great and mighty things that you know not of. Do you see what that means? So you can pray and receive answer and still know nothing about your destiny. And so when God gives you an extra advantage in prayer, what it does is to give you direction in addition to what you were looking for. In Acts chapter 10 from verse 1 to 3, the Bible spoke of a great man. He was relevant in the Italian band. That was an army officer, but he didn't have direction. His eternal destiny was about to waste, but this man knew something. The Bible said he gave alms and he prayed. And he said on one occasion, as he was praying, the angel of the Lord came to him and began to discuss eternal matters. You are a general, you will general your way into hell. This is what you should do now. This is not the time to fight for promotion. Somebody is fighting, killing everybody. He wants promotion. Meanwhile, the journey to that decoration ground is your death. Instead of you to pray, so you'll be told what to do. You don't know what you need per time. You can't be intelligent enough to know. That's why you need direction. Certain persons, is in the moment of their greatest celebration, they are cut off. Because what they needed at that hour was not that award, it was the direction. The award was ready, but the direction was not there. And so just between them and the award, they were cut off. Because direction is one of the most precious commodity you have in life. Knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and where to do it. Nothing matches it. And it's in prayer that you get it. As the man was praying, he said an angel came to him and said, go send men to a man called Simon Peter. He said he's living so and so place with someone called Simon the Tanner. He will come and tell you the words of this life. And while this man was yet going, Peter too was locked into tradition and rituals, religiosity, and wouldn't do that. But Peter also knew the way of prayer. And so in Acts 10 verse 9 to 20, he said Peter also went up to pray at the 6th hour. And while he was praying, something was lowered. A sheet was lowered from heaven. And he saw all kinds of animals. And he said, rise up, kill and eat. And he said, no, I won't touch any unclean thing. There is a place where your religion, your rules, your regulation is going to be a hindrance. That's why you need direction. That's why you need direction. Because even the things that are an advantage can become a disadvantage in certain seasons of your life. And Peter insisted 3 times. And he said, don't call unclean that which I have made clean. The moment his eyes opened, he said, 2 men seek thee, go with them and do as need arises. That was how salvation came to the Gentiles. Because a man, through prayer, secured strategic direction. What would have happened if Peter didn't pray? That's the same question that people don't answer that brings all forms of ambiguity to their lives. I am beautiful, why can't I get married? I am working hard, why can't I have any investment or any savings? The answer to that puzzle is a clear-cut direction that only prayer produces. And until you make prayer a part of your life, your life will be like the life of a blind man in a noisy world. Even the things you should appreciate will scare you. A blind man doesn't know the difference between two cars. A blind man doesn't even know his way. He is confused, full of anxiety and fear all the days of his life. And so the life that should be enjoyed becomes a burden to him. In fact, it depends on another to lead him. His life is at the mercy of others' generosity. That will not be your destiny. As you come to this prayer conference, one thing God will do for you is to give you strategic direction for every phase of your life.